the three like main Old Republic trailers, the ones that were released before the game. There's the Deceived one, which was the very first one at the Jedi Temple. There was the one on Alderaan with the not a clone trooper, Republic trooper.
Right.
And then there was the third one that was like the beginning of the story where the
released completely opposite order.
Yeah, they go in reverse chronological order. Those ones, like those hold like I think like a unique place in Star Wars. Like they are kind of revered in a way as being these sort of like fever dream versions of Star Wars, where it's like what if we just had all the Jedi and all the Sith fighting all at the same time, sort of thing. So yeah, they hold this sort of special place. And the Old Republic has done some cinematic trailers since then, but I don't feel like they've ever quite reach the same levels. And in part it's because the Old Republic game came out and there wasn't quite the hype around them that there was for those ones when it was previewing something new that was going to happen. This is the first Old Republic trailer in my mind that reaches those same heights. Maybe not in terms of, public response to it, just because there's so much other Star Wars going on, but in terms of quality, this is the first one to me that reaches those same heights and almost, I might even go as far as to say surpasses at least the second and third one. I don't think anything will ever quite beat that first one in terms of like just shock value of, because like it was, you had no idea what was coming in it. But this one had what the other two were missing, especially the third one, which is story. Like there's something going on here. There's story, there's character, there's real sort of heart to it. It's exploring legitimate Star Wars themes and kind of the inherent flaws of the Jedi are on full display in that trailer. It's really, really cool. It's the first one in a long time that has got me sort of thinking like, oh, that this belongs in that same pantheon as those original High Republic trailers back in the day.
Yeah, those first three like blew me away. Like obviously those were like, and especially like I don't have as deep a connection as I do even to this trailer because there's so much Star Wars right now. We just got done with a live action TV show. There's a lot going on. Back then there was nothing. There was pretty much nothing. Star Wars was, on its way out, and we had, seasons of Clone Wars or whatever was probably in between seasons. I don't know what was going on, but like, it was, and having those which were basically like movies. And like going forward, they did other ones. Like there was one with like the two brothers, and one was light, one was dark. There was a lot of world building, there's a lot of lore in there. I don't think they quite hit the mark as those first three did for me personally. And maybe it was just the fact that they were trying to pack a lot into them. I think they maybe were trying to kind of test themselves in regards to like how far can we take this? Those first three were so crazy and groundbreaking. But I think overall, this one kind of goes back to basics, and obviously bringing back Malgus, big takeaway, big connection to those that very first one, and really all three of them. I really enjoyed this one, and as you said, like having a kind of commentary on Star Wars and the Jedi. I think that's when Star Wars is at its best, really, is when it's trying to say something about what's going on in Star Wars, and saying in this story, it's supposed to be set thousands of years before. We're still getting the basic idea of like the Jedi are good, kinda. They are very flawed, and they have some of their practices are really not great.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting, right? Because this trailer shows the inherent flaws in both the Jedi way and the Sith way, right? Because you have the Jedi Master. That's kind of the focus of this is, he's only thinking about the Jedi, which is sort of contrary to what the Jedi are supposed to be. The Jedi are supposed to think about everybody. Like you hear Anakin talk about them in Attack of the Clones, the Jedi are selfless to think about other people, not just themselves. And this Jedi dude, he picks the sister. He leaves the brother behind. Doesn't care about her. Doesn't care about him. Just leaves him behind. He's not of any use to the Jedi Master or to the Jedi Order. So he's just sort of forgotten about. And Malgus in that trailer could have gotten the Jedi to turn, but he kind of got a little too overconfident and murdered her master right in front of him. So this Jedi character, I don't think she has any interest in siding with Darth Malgus anymore. So yeah, it's a great trailer and great sort of story concept. I'd be interested to see how this is addressed in the game. You know, I played the Old Republic for about 2 weeks, and then, as I said, video games aren't really my thing, so I kind of faded away from it. And so I've sort of lost track with what's going on
Yeah, me too.
in the Old Republic storyline. I watched a YouTube video like back in the summer that like recapped the entire story of the Old Republic, all the game, the original game, and all the expansions in the last in like in 5 minutes. They've recapped the whole thing in like 5 minutes, and it is wild the like whiplash you get from it of this character's dead, and then this character's back, and then this character's dead again, this character's alive again, and it's just wild. But I don't know if they can tackle these ideas that they're addressing in the trailer in the game. I'm kind of on board. I might be interested in maybe watching a YouTube playthrough of it, if not playing it myself.